Yo, this is Real Talk with E. Welcome to the locker room where we talk nothing but basketball. If you want to be part of the locker room, you obviously have to be part of the team. In order for you to be part of the team, you have to subscribe and share the video to not only be part of the team in the locker room, but to also be a part of our daily basketball conversations so that you don't miss nights of basketball like this.
On one, Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
The officials have to review it, and the Lakers win the game! Banks it in! He banks in the three!
To win it! Good! That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection.
This is for the win. Got it! Wow!
At 7, working against Butler, got down.
Now, yesterday in the league was very amazing. It was super historical. I'm going to just go ahead and get started. First of all, in the main point of this video, LeBron James has broken the scoring record. He has the most amount of points in NBA history. And for somebody that's a pass first, somebody that everybody says is not a scorer, somebody that we always try to pick on him for something, somebody that we always try to look for just one thing to be wrong about him, just for one thing to, be a mistake, just for anything as an excuse to, take him out of that, top 2, number 1, top 3 conversation, the GOAT conversation, and like for him to come here and have this scoring record is amazing. It means a lot because I remember there was a time when everybody saying LeBron doesn't score. LeBron's not a scorer. LeBron doesn't do this. Well, how can you not be a scorer and have the most amount of points in NBA history? It doesn't make any sense. And just to forget the basketball side of things, just look at the way he grew up, like the hard things he had to go through to become who he is, and the amount of work and dedication it took, and for somebody that really started in high school to get famous, and the fact that he's been able to, be himself and never change and never step out of certain boundaries. I mean, the most that we got to say about him is like to disagree with what he has to say on live television about some, political views or whatever the case might be, but just about his opinion. And it's not even just a disagreement, it's like a little debate with LeBron. And really it's because we value his opinion. We value what he does. And for somebody like him to really come up from nothing to, go through all this by himself and then make it to the top of almost every single stat line in the NBA, of the entire league, and really of life. I mean, if you look at what he's done off the court, I mean, the man started a school. He's given so much to charity. He's always there. He always speaks up and speaks his mind whenever it's necessary, whenever he has to, whenever we need him to. He never backs down from anything. He's, always one of the first people to say stuff. And he even holds the media accountable when they don't bring up certain things to him. It's like he puts that responsibility on his own shoulders. And that's a leader. That's a leader of the league, of a family, of a business, of a team, of just like the youth. The man has won 4 rings, been in the finals like 11 times, lived in the playoffs, has the most amount of points in NBA history. I think the 4th most assists in NBA history. I mean, at a certain point, LeBron was a whole team by himself. LeBron has dragged the Cavaliers teams to the finals. He's competed with them. He's went up against the best teams in history. He went up against the Spurs, the Miami Heat. He went up against, so many teams, just so many amazing, great teams. And he's done it. I don't know how you could say he's not the GOAT or not one of the GOATs. I mean, if everybody's like, oh, Jordan or LeBron, Jordan or LeBron, let's just put that aside for at least 1 second and just appreciate this historical moment. A record that we all never thought would be broken. And obviously, all records will be broken, all records are meant to be broken. But that just goes to show you how crazy of a record this is that we all thought it would never be broken. At least not in our lifetime. And LeBron James, the one person that we all said cannot score, the one person that we all said, is not a scorer, he doesn't take games over, da da da. He's the one that broke it. And I really, really like how they did it. As soon as he broke it, they stopped the game. They had a huge celebration. Him, his family, everybody that came out there to support him, the entire Lakers team, and Kareem was there to support him. And also, like, the little video presentation they have for him was amazing. And watching him from when he was young until now, just remembering those days, remembering those plays, remembering those moments just brought back so much memories to my personal life. And it just brought so many flashbacks, and it made the moment so much more surreal. And when we heard his speech was straight from the heart. Like, you heard it, you listened to it, and you just like sat there and just appreciated every single word, every single sentence, and understood it. Especially when they kept the curse in there, it was like you could understand, you could tell it's really from the heart. And LeBron has not been the type of person to curse on live television. I don't think he's probably never done it, to be honest with you. But if he has, probably like a couple of times. I mean, what's the biggest he's ever said? No. But yesterday was, I feel like, one of his first times, if not his first time ever, especially on the court. And it was just like so surreal. And then watching everybody come down and celebrate him. That's the one thing I really love about sports, and I love about the NBA so much, is that we appreciate each other for breaking records. We shout each other out for being on the top. We celebrate each other. Like, there's so many other industries, there's so many things in the world where nobody celebrates one another. Nobody likes when people break their records. Nobody is out there celebrating them. And the one thing about sports is that we always come together. We bring the world together. We, as people of sports media, as sports, as athletes, as coaches, coaching staff, as, the front office, the teams, just leagues in general, just sports, we always bring groups together. I mean, if we just look at the World Cup, and I don't mean to go out of, off topic, but you look at the World Cup, Messi won his first ever World Cup, and everybody united to celebrate that moment, to celebrate Messi, to celebrate, just him doing something historical as one of the GOATs of soccer or football, depending on where you're from. And then we come to the NBA and we celebrate Steph Curry, Klay Thompson every time they break a record, every time they're, having a historical three-point shooting night. We celebrate Damian Lillard. We celebrate even players that's coming up when they do something insane or when they break a record in the league. And I like that. That's like the most positive thing. I mean, you saw, like, after the third quarter ended, they had a little video tribute for LeBron. It was like a huge amount of celebrities, Drake, Rihanna, his mom, his family, just come out and just like, and basically tell him how much they appreciate him, how much he means to them, how much he means to the league, to the world, and things like that mean so much to not only LeBron but to everybody, to LeBron's fans, family, and just everybody out there, because it makes you feel like, okay, like, there is a time and a place in the world where everybody is celebrated, where everybody is appreciated, where hard work is noticed. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron, like, literally, like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I'm at a loss for words. I'm speechless. Even if you go like on Twitter, the Jason Tatums of the world, the other players that's coming up, the young guys in the season in the league, the young guys that are used to play against LeBron, that started off their rookie seasons playing against LeBron, the people that were born when LeBron was in the league were tweeting out congratulating him. Everybody gave him his props. I mean, the whole Twitter NBA, I don't even know what to say. Like the NBA Twitter, they all came out in support of LeBron. I mean, you saw even players from other teams, Chris Paul, his friends, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, I mean, Melo. So many people came out to support him, to congratulate him, just to be there. I mean, we saw players on the court run up to him, hug him. And I know a lot of players on the Thunder too, like, really appreciate that moment because a lot of those guys are very, very young. That's the youngest team in NBA. I'm pretty sure they all grew up watching LeBron. Coaches, the fans were on their feet the entire game pretty much, and the closer he got, the more people stood up, and the crazier the league just like felt, and the crazier the arena felt, the stadium, and it was just like any given moment is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And he's come out in the first quarter, puts up 8 points. In the second quarter, he goes off and scores 12. In the third quarter, he breaks the record, comes out and scores 16. Now, he told the Lakers, I'm going to come out in the third quarter, I'm going to get 8, and then that should do it. In the fourth quarter, I'm going to come out and basically break the record, whatever. He comes out in the third quarter, he just takes over the quarter, 16 points, transition dunks, layups, runouts, step backs. I mean, it's just like the fact this man is 38 years old with over 38,000 points. And he took over a whole quarter by himself. This is a guy that we've been waiting to see some type of, dent in the armor. And we have not. And hopefully we don't see that anytime soon because that would be a very, very, very sad moment for everybody. And just watching all these accomplishments that LeBron has had, I just imagine that one day, LeBron's going to retire. And it's going to be so sad. Like, I think everybody, whether you grew up hating LeBron, loving LeBron, whether you loved him and then became, like against him, or you started disliking him, or other way around, I feel like everybody's going to end up shedding a tear when that day comes, when LeBron retires. So let's appreciate all the records that he breaks, and let's appreciate the NBA and sports and every other player. And from here on, let's appreciate how much he adds on to the record. Maybe this record will not be broken for another 50, 30 years or so. Or maybe this record would never be broken. And then all of his interviews after the game, it was just like so humble. Like, this is the type of person that you should look up to. This is the type of person that you should get a blueprint and base your career around. Like Shaquille O'Neal was asking him, yo, are you the greatest player of all time? Say it. Say it with your chest. Say it out loud. I want to hear it from you. And so many players would have folded and be like, yes, I am. I've been. You know what LeBron said? He said, I'll leave that up to y'all. But I'll take myself over any other player any day. That's confidence. That's not cockiness. That's humbleness. More people need to be like that. See, when you work hard and you stay humble and you trust the process, that's the type of things that happen. And for a long time, we always see LeBron just be teared down and attacked at all times. And we have his career debated at every given second of the day. But every time he breaks a record, we all come back together and celebrate him. And just like remember that he is the king of the league. No matter how old he is, he's still him. And he can still get it up with everybody on any team. His defense might have fell off, but I think that's because he's playing his time smartly. And he's not trying to play defense on every single possession. I don't think that he can't. I think he's just moving smart with it. And nobody's going to realize that now either until he retires. And then we start hearing stories. That's just how it's going to work. No one's going to ever realize what you do until it's over. Just like how every legend is weird until they become a legend. But anyways, yeah, it's time for y'all to let me know, chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with E. It's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety.